I want to play with go long. I need to tell you. I need to
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm gonna do this much requested video, so don't get mad at me because I'm gonna have to maybe hurt a few feelings in this video. Let's go.
Unless you talking numbers, we ain't speaking about the right things. Switch up on my nigga for a figure, that's not like me. Baddie with a body in the lobby, she like nice things. She used to know me then, she like me now, that's funny timing. Eyes been on that prize, I cop that crib for that timepiece. I'm trying to see the globe and sell out shows until the flight leave. They wanna ride my ties, but they ain't even ride or die, please. But I've been short on time and in the prime of my prime easy. I said I never changed and leveled up, I guess I lied, yeah. Off that strain of potent just to feel like I'm alive, yeah. Mix that with that potion just to feel like I'm that guy, yeah. So know the one you talking to, you way outside your line, yeah. Go against the tribe, you lose your... Let me not even say this shit. I just ran out of my patience. I just got tired of waiting and got here myself. Niggas want me to believe in the dream that they see for themselves and still doubt in themselves. They might as well light up the L. High top on 10 toe, drip retro, talking major plays.
Alright, guys, so for you new age guys, GTs is what we're gonna stick with today. Everybody wants more power. Look, it's no secret. You want to go faster. And kind of want to do it as inexpensively and with the least amount of mechanical input as possible. I get it. You want to make that power. So let's go over what you can do to your GT 4.6 2 valve to get the most bang for your buck. So let's talk about top 5 ways to make your 4.6 GT as fast and feel as peppy as humanly possible. So we'll start off with the least and we'll go to number 1 as far as giving you that whack in the back. Okay, so we'll start with number 5, and that's going to be a plenum and throttle body. Those are notoriously restrictive from the factory, not great. When you're buying these, don't buy a generic one. Don't buy the cheap ones, okay? Get the AccuFab. That's the best one on the market. I used that on my old car back in the day. Very nice piece. And I could actually feel mild amounts of power. So number 5 is going to be your AccuFab plenum and throttle body. Number 4, top mods. You want exhaust, and not necessarily because you're going to gain so much power as you want to be able to hear it. When we talk about exhaust, I'm not talking about cutting off your stock mufflers and welding in a set of Flowmasters or MagnaFlows or something like that. You want a full 2.5 inch H or X pipe and cap back. You want that 2.5 inch all the way through. You're not going to pick up anything just welding in some mufflers. Alright, number 3, which can also be included in exhaust, but I kept it separate because it's a little more involved with it. But a set of long tube headers. Not the little shorties. Don't waste your time because they're not necessarily easy to install on these cars. Go with a nice quality set of long tube headers, 1 3/4 if you can, and mate those up with number 4, which is a good quality exhaust system. That'll give you a substantial boost in horsepower. When I say substantial, I'm talking from the headers and full exhaust, 15 to 20 horsepower, which, you know, is about as good as you can expect from a bolt-on part. Number 2, a tune. Now, you can buy SCT and some of these other programmers that have can tunes, and what I mean by can tune is they're kind of a generic tune. You will see a little bit of gain from that, but when I say tune, I mean take it somewhere like Moe's Speed Shop down in Dallas, Georgia, and get a good quality custom dyno tune. Those will give you substantial gains. And again, when I say substantial, we're talking 20, 25-ish. Just depends on where you are in the world, who your tuner is, and what dyno you're using as far as what you'll gain. But you will gain a noticeable bump in horsepower, especially when you tune it for 93 octane, which I highly recommend. I wouldn't even waste my time tuning something to run generic 87 in. Number 2, custom tune. Number 1, for the best whack in the back that you're gonna get is gonna be rear gears. Now, they're not necessarily easy to install. If you don't know your way around a rear end, I would absolutely 100% have a professional do it, so the job is done right. But the best whack in the back, so to speak, that you're gonna feel is from a set of gears. Now, I don't think most of these cars are daily driven on the highway much anymore, maybe, but I would go straight to a 410. If you drive the car a ton, maybe a 373, but I would just go to a 410. The 4.6 will make huge strides from the extra torque multiplication from those. The little 4.6 need all the help it can get. That will give you most far and away give you the biggest seat of the pants feeling that, okay, my car has actually got a little ass now, some rear end gears. All right, guys, so honorable mention is going to be a cold air intake. Now, let me be very specific when I say cold air intake. I do not mean those eBay cheap chrome pot metal pipes that turn a tiny little filter into your fender well. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a quality cold air intake that isolates the filter from the engine bay, which will give you heat, fan wash, all of that. You want that filter isolated, and you want ideally a polymer tube that's not going to conduct and radiate the heat and heat up your incoming air. So honorable mention is a quality cold air intake. Okay, guys, just a little bit of perspective I'll throw in. I had a 2002 GT way back in the day, and I did all the bolt-ons. I'll list the bolt-ons, then I'll list you my power numbers. So I did a SLP long tubes, SLP X pipe off-road, SLP catback, AccuFab plenum and throttle body, Steeda cold air intake kit, and a custom tune. As far as it's been 15 years. But that car on a custom dyno tune made 275 rear wheel horsepower, 93 octane tune, and 318 foot-pounds of torque. So I would say, I didn't get a baseline number on that car, but I'm guessing it was a 5-speed car. I'm assuming it made 215 to 220 at the wheel stock. So actually pretty decent gains. But 275 horsepower, guys, is not gonna light the world on fire. I'll just tell you that. All right, guys, so there you go. I hope that helps. Like I said, I'm just taking personal experience and all the research I did, and then the car that I built way back in 2005 as reference. Again, with mild bolt-ons, you're not going to make a whole heck of a lot. You can spend a lot of money and buy the only heads they make for a 2-valve, which is the Trick Flow. I think they still make them, and put some cams on it, and you're still going to be not very much. I'll just say that, especially when you consider the amount of labor and the amount of money that you're going to spend. So if you want to just add a little horsepower, a little whack in the back, do the bolt-ons, gears, and a tune, and you'll have a car that is fun to drive. If you're really wanting to go out there and compete with, you know, this newer stuff, Coyote swap all the way. The level of simplicity, and like I said, we've got the videos here on the channel showing you how to do it. The level of simplicity and how pretty inexpensive relatively you can get into swapping your 2-valve out for a Coyote. It just makes sense in our opinion. That's what we do. So there you go, guys. I hope this helps. If it did, drop me a big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.